Well, this morning right now, we want to talk about health insurance. Very, very important. It is November 1st, and Covered California's open enrollment period starts today. So if you need health insurance, and we'll talk about whether or not this might apply to you, now is the time to sign up. But there are some changes this year to Covered California, and here to tell us more about that and kind of help us out is insurance specialist Gussin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so there's so many questions to ask, but first and foremost, today is open enrollment.
Correct.
Right, and it's for Covered California. And let's just take a step back.
It's for actually inside Covered California and outside Covered California.
Okay, so what does that mean? So for example,
okay.
who?
Anybody who has individual health insurance can only purchase it now through January 31st.
Through January 31st.
And after that, it's gone. You can't buy it again until next November.
Yeah, you have to do it within these open enrollment periods.
Yes.
Okay, so Covered California, this is based on your income. So can you get health insurance? I always like to ask this because I tend to forget. Can you choose a health plan through Covered California if your employer, let's say, offers you insurance?
If you do, you're not going to get a subsidy. Everybody that goes to Covered California only goes because they're going to get a subsidy, which means the government's going to help pay for your health insurance based on your income.
Okay.
And your income has to be, for a single person, less than $40,000. But again, depending on your age, really the numbers I was looking at last night was if you're making more than $30,000 a year and you're under 45, the subsidy is so small that you're probably not really going to benefit from being in Covered California. You might be able to get a better plan at about the same price outside of Covered California.
This is interesting. So it's important to kind of compare, is it not?
Very.
See what your employer is offering you in terms of the price of your whatever plan they have, and compare that with Covered California. What are some of the changes, though, we need to know about?
The biggest changes that I've noticed is there's 4 categories of tiers. There's bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. The bronze plan used to be a $60 copay. Now it's a $70 copay, and your deductible went from $5,000 to $6,000. So
it's getting a little bit. It's getting more expensive.
It's a very good plan for a person who never uses it. It's inexpensive, and they only give you 3 doctor visits, which used to be $60. Now it's $70. And they've also taken away some other benefits that don't kick in until the deductible, which is much higher.
Okay, and that's for the bronze plan.
And that's for the bronze. For
what
the
is silver?
Silver plan, that's the one that's really tied to the subsidy. So the less money you make, the higher, the more they're going to pay toward your silver plan, and the better the benefits. However, that plan, the doctor visits, the copays for doctor visits, imaging, lab, your deductibles have all gone up.
They're all going up.
If you have a plan like that, be very aware of it. And it's really important, especially now. People go, oh, I like my plan, but they may not realize that the plan has changed and it may not be as good as it was last year, or there may be some health issues, prescriptions issues. So it's really
your
important.
Health may have changed, your prescriptions may have changed, so it's important to get on the website and see what those changes are and by how much.
Yeah, and I think the more important thing nowadays is, use an agent, use a health insurance agent. We get paid by the insurance companies the same way that doctors and hospitals do. It costs
so like
nothing.
I can come to you?
Yes, it costs nothing to use us. And we're going to pretty much understand all the different plans and can help guide you. Because people will spend more time planning their vacation than they will taking care of, looking at their health insurance. And I spent 10 minutes the other day with a client of mine and a good friend and said, I've looked at this for an hour. Can you help me? And in 5 minutes, I could just ask him a couple questions. Because one of the big things that a lot of people don't understand is the networks have changed. So if you want to use Scripps Hospital and Scripps Doctors, probably the best plan out there is going to be Blue Shield. Well, if you want to use Sharp, Scripps Blue Shield doesn't have the Sharp network. So you need to be aware of exactly that the plan you pick, your doctor's in the network, and that's been the big change.
And of course, as an insurance specialist, you're kind of in the know. You know this. You can pass this along to the folks that you see.
And that's
very interesting,
folks.
It is the law. You will be penalized if you do not have health insurance. You get taxed.
And the penalty is 2.5% of your income, up to $695 or higher, depending on how much you guys make. So
okay, all right. Well, good to know. At least this is a start.
Yes.
Gussin, thank you so much from Auerbach and Gussin Insurance and Financial Services. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And good luck. I know it's going to be a busy time for you as well.